Okay, so I wanted to make this ahead of time. Of course, you already know, get ready for the intro into Revolution the show, because of course, as of right now, it's already Sunday. So yeah, it's already later on tonight. I mean, it's early. It's 2 a.m. right now. So I'm just making this, of course, making this ahead of time. So y'all see parts of the video that's sound unfamiliar. Just like I said with the last ones, I'm making be doing it for now. Start to intro, for the pay per views going into the future. I'm gonna just be going over the intro before the actual show, so I can talk about a few things before we get into the show, and yeah, just be there for just before we get into the show. So I got yeah, we can talk about the card. We can run down the card too, because it's pissing me off a little bit as well. Like I don't guess this is what I'm talking about. Also, like the pay per view, unless like there's some gracious tie into the storytelling. Unless like the matches, this is what I'm talking about. They have too many fucking matches. You gonna have a lot of matches. That's probably gonna be really short as fuck. Probably like, let me see. Probably cause the CM Punk and MJF dog collar match, they probably gonna make that what, like 20, 25 minutes, maybe 30. And then Hangman and Adam Cole, that's probably gonna be 20 extra 20 minutes, and that's Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, that's probably gonna be like 15 minutes. They'll probably even make it 15 minutes. Chris Jericho and Eddie, that'll probably be 15 minutes. It's just matches on here that really that yeah, I know. It's just matches on there that have no fucking excitement going into it, or the who could get. Well, I'm speaking on my own point, but pretty sure there's like half of y'all that probably like this. Just matches on here that who could give a less fuck about. Like you got some pre-match, pre-show matches on here. Like I'm saying, the card, like it does not need. This is why like these shows, like these pay per views should be at least. I think I believe it is 2 hours. But these like all these matches on here, it's like a lot of matches on here. Like they're filler. But it's like a matches on here that don't even need to be on here. Like you have the Hook and QT Marshall match. Like we just see matches from them. We don't even know what we've already be able to see from them. So why are we getting all these matches on here that they had that we really have no excitement, or it's just putting matches on here just to put matches on here. That's the problem I'm talking about. They had too much wrestling. It's like, where are the fucking characters? Where are the story? Like matches that should not be on here. That you can give a less fuck about. Yeah, like I said, you have the Hook and Q2. What the fuck is going on here, man? I don't want to see matches on here that have no they like. So like, some of these matches don't have no business being on here. Like what the fuck, man? Wasted fucking time, man. Like at least like I said, the Hook and QT Marshall match don't need to be on here. I don't know a damn thing about Hook. You already know QT is fucking, or Q-Tip, Q Barrel, where the fuck his name is. Don't need to be the fuck on here. And I don't know who. Like I know, Hook is he's Taz's son. Is that what he's getting so much of an upbringing? Because he's Taz's son, and Taz has somewhat of a household name. Like get this fucking match off here, bro. I'm not trying to watch this shit. And then you got Layla Hirsch and Chris. Who gives a fuck about these two girls? I'm not trying to be too disrespectful to the wrestlers, but it's like we don't know anything about them, man. Or do they have a story or anything going into this match that we should be excited or looking forward to? Like, there's nothing. Like I said, there's matches on here that don't need to be on here that have nothing on them going at which poor ass storytelling. But I hear so much about how AEW is the savior. Like they do this, they do that. They're so fucking good. When it's the complete obvious. Well, it's like I want to call out. It's like one, two. I'll say not that, but yeah, I'll say like 1, 2. I was going over it in my head too. Let me see, 3. Yeah, there's like 3 matches that don't even need to be on here. It's like, what the fuck, man? Like all these matches just because it's a filler and just because they want to give an extra buck out of you. It's like this is fucking ridiculous. Like this absolutely makes no sense whatsoever. And then you have Jade Cargill's unwrestleable boring ass on here versus Tay Conti. I don't even know how the fuck did Tay Conti even get a TBS championship match? The fuck did she do? And then you have say a 6-man tornado tag team match. Andrade, Matt Hardy, Isiah versus Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Sting. So I guess Sammy is on this card just because whether if it's Tay Conti's on the card or I guess just because he's the TNT champion. I don't know. Like I said, see right there too. Like there's matches on here that don't need to be on here, man. There's like too many fucking matches on here. They could be telling. They could be telling storytelling too. Like what the fuck happened to that? Oh my gosh. So okay, I'm gonna start reading down too. We have Hook versus QT Marshall. Like I said, that doesn't need to be the fuck on here. But yeah, I'm gonna start reading it now. QT Hook versus QT Marshall. We got Layla Hirsch versus Chris Statlander. You got House of Black. The House of Black 3. I like those 3 members. I like that Malachi Black has a team now, a legit team. So I'm looking forward to that going forward in the future. So House of Black, which consists of Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews versus Death Triangle, Pac. That's like I'm pretty sure the other dude is one half of the Lucha Bros, and then Eric Redbeard, which is basically Eric Roman. Probably just changed the last name. And then you have Jade Cargill. That's a 6-man tag team match. And then you have Jade Cargill. I don't know if whichever. I'm gonna just start reading that card, of course, but because I don't know which match starts first. But you have Jade Cargill versus Tay Conti. For the AEW TBS Championship. Then you have another 6-man tag team match, wherever the fuck, cuz. Like, it's like too many, like, oh my gosh. This card makes no sense. Like, this pay-per-view, it says from 6 to 8 p.m. I don't, like, they say it's like, what, so basically telling us it's going to be like 6, like, basically 2 hours. But it's probably gonna end around like the way this I don't know the way this card the vibe that the way the card looks to me because it's like 12 matches in total and yeah the way the card looks to me and it says it 6 to 8 it might end at 9 o'clock I don't know it might end at 9 o'clock or 9:30 like this card is too fucking long like it makes no sense to what you got 3 fucking pre-matches for what. Who the fuck cares about pre-matches? No one fucking wants to watch a pre-match. I'm sorry I'm snappy, y'all. Like, this shit is making no sense. It makes absolutely no fucking sense. Like, this shit makes no sense. Like I said, I like the fact that they have wrestling, but it's like, you can't have just wrestling. All right, and then you had like I said, the other another 6-man tornado tag team match was Andrade, Matt Hardy, Isiah Kassidy versus Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Sting. It's gonna be a long ass intro. Jurassic. Then you have Jurassic Express, which Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus versus Red Dragon, Bobby Fish. Versus Red Dragon, which is Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly and the Young Bucks. Then you have John Moxley and Bryan Danielson. Like another one I don't give a fuck about. Like John has 0 character, so I could give a less fuck about this match. But I know like that Bryan is gonna at least make it a bit exciting. But yeah, I don't know why they're even having this match. Probably because what John Moxley and Bryan never faced before. So I guess that's why they had made. I don't know. I may have to look back, but I could only guess that's why this match is on the card because of John Moxley and Daniel Bryan and John Moxley never faced before. Then you have another classic, which is coming up indeed, Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston. I'm very looking forward to that match. Then you have a Face of the Revolution ladder match. So this is like a future AEW TNT Championship match. I'm pulling hard for Wardlow. So that's Keith Lee, Orange Cassidy, Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, Wardlow, and Christian Cage. I have no idea why Christian is in this match. Don't I have no idea why this will how in which way would benefit him, but no idea why he's in this match. But WWE's the only one that is that pushes out younger talent. Where's Jay Lethal? Why isn't he in this match? Yeah, he could be like, see, I told like they sound like oh my gosh. Unfucking real. Then you had Britt Baker and DMD and Thunder Rosa. Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa for AEW World Championship. Don't give a fuck. Then you have their insurmountable CM Punk versus MGF for a dog collar match. Oh yes, 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 yes. And I'll say a little bit now that I like, which I could didn't really have anything to say because I haven't been reviewing it as of late. But I'm going back to it, when I get the chance. But I'll say now that we should have strictly kept it. They shouldn't have, because I know they had a match. I know they had a match. Like what, to like a couple of weeks ago. I can't really tell, but yeah, I have no idea why they completely fucked up. Kind of fucked up this feud midway by letting them have what, like a 30. I heard it was a 60 minute, or like a 20, good old 20, whatever match, just a match in general. Like, why the fuck would you have these two have a match before the pay-per-view? Like, but Vince is the only one that does stupid shit. I can't take humans, man. But yeah, nonetheless, I can't wait for that to play out. And then you have, that's probably this should be the main event. Like the gold that that CM Punk and MJF making. There should be no, like, I have no idea. Also, like, this should be the main event. Like, Adam Page is a born ass. Sorry to say it, folks, but yeah, he's a born ass world champion. Like, I don't give a fuck about Adam who right now. Yeah, you have Hangman and Page versus Adam Cole for the AEW World Championship. So obviously, I'm obviously leaning towards of shit. MJF should have the AEW World Championship. That'd be the perfect match for tonight. Yeah, the card. Like I said, I'll say it again. I have no idea why the card is this long. It should be like it should be like 6 matches total. Like, you have the let me see. Yeah, you can have Jay Cargill and Tay Conti and House of Black. That's 1, 2, and let me see. Yeah, I guess you can still have the 3-way tag team for the AEW World Tag Team Championship, and then you can have Chris Jericho, of course, and Eddie Kingston. Then yeah, it's like you can have which makes it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. The world women's world championship don't need to be on here. It's 6, 7. Yeah, like you had like 7 matches. Like, there's too many fucking matches on here. Like, this card makes no fucking sense. But yeah, that's the. I guess I'll see y'all. Yeah, I guess yes. Right now it's 2:30 a.m. sharp. So I guess I'll see y'all a hell of a lot hours later. Cause thankfully I have off tomorrow. Store starts tomorrow. So yeah, I'll of course as soon as I get the chance, it'll be up as soon as it's up. So I'll see y'all later. Okay, so now, of course, like I said, hours later, let's getting into the pay per view, AEW Revolution. Let's hit it. Let's go straight right into it. I'm gonna try to make it as not as long as possible. Forgive me. Yeah, it was a long ass intro, but let's get into it. Okay, so like I said, like this it looked like because the pay per view is still going on too. It's not over yet. I thought it would be over, but because it's confused. It says six. The poster is fucking misleading. Like this really is ridiculous. It makes no fucking sense at all. Like I said, this pay per view is like it's long. Like I said, like the wrestling is at a point where it doesn't need. Well, it doesn't have. It has it earned back that it like events shouldn't even like wrestling shows should not promoters should not like Tony events just wrestling in general, like they do not need to be doing 3 hour long, 4 hour shows. That's what you don't know. They don't need to be doing that right now because wrestling is not. Nobody gives a fuck about wrestling right now. Wrestling is dead, just like everything else. But in this context, in which I'm speaking on, wrestling is dead right now. So it don't need to be to an extent where I'm not watching like and the shit is ass. I'm not watching 4 hours, 3 hours of just flipping and turning and flying like no shit to get excited whatsoever. Like I said, this shit. I have no idea why it did like this fucking long. But of course, you gotta have long ass fucking wrestling too. But so you wanted to? I'm gonna speak on because I didn't give a fuck about the other matches just filler. So I'm gonna just pre-shows. I was just about to say fuck the pre-shows together, but I want to still talk about Hook and kind of House of Black. So this we get into first Hook and QT Marshall. It was a good match. It was for what it was. It was a good match. Like I said before, I get it. I get that. Like he obviously can wrestle. You know, of course, he's Taz's son. I even had to. I had to look. I had to look up the name too. I had to look up the name after they said what kind of gave it away that Hook is his son. He was a knight. So yeah, like he obviously can wrestle. He's been trained by the best that he can has to offer. But right now, he just, of course, he just looks like a rinse washed, basic rookie. He has nothing to him. So this is basically his first pay per view too on a pre show. So like I said, I like it, but at the same time, this match don't need this match just like the Layla and Chris Statlander don't need to be on here because like what is this on here for? It serves no fucking purpose to the pay per view other than to fill up the time slot. Like so, why is this match on here? He did not prove anything yet between both men. Both men, QT Marshall alone, he's ass. He's just like just a fat, it looked like he could sell hot dogs and chips at your local Walmart or hot dog, set up hot dog stand. I don't get why this match needs to be on here. Hook hasn't shown anything. Let's say I get the fact that I said like pretty much he's on here because of like the way how his connections how Taz got and basically because his dad is there. So I'm not saying that like he's getting this whole uprising is because of him being here, but it just seems like he's already getting he's already being pushed to an extent of where can we actually see where his character and him as a wrestler is thought out. It's like at first just putting matches out here, but that's the problem with AEW. It's just wrestling, but Vince is the only one, right, that can fuck up, right? Save that shit. Okay, so House of Black versus Death. Yes, it's called Death of Triangle or Death Triangle. Where that's the name. Yeah, House of Black. House of Black versus Death Triangle. This was a decent match too, of course, because you had the flips and turnarounds and divings and very all those very lucky see acrobatic moves. All from what is Penta Junior. I'm not trying to say his name wrong, and of course Pac, or is now his name the Bastard Pac, or his name now. The time I have, of course, the time that I've been watching Dynamite, AW, of course, the time I've been watching, Dynamite, Rampage, or whatever. so far. Like I actually Alistair Black, Malachi Black now, he's one of the ones that I can look at and and very appreciate his type of work. He's one of the very few that understand. Like so I hate saying the word professional, but when it comes to mainstream wrestling, wherever you look, mainstream or I don't like to say professional because it is wrestling everywhere you go. Characters, the spect every the majority just love the characters and the stories that follow them. Like and whatever will we all watch, but the time that I've been watching Malachi Black, I've grown to really appreciate and love to see what he can do there for on. And I just recently lately I just been loving what he's been able to do with his character, his charisma, the way he speaks on the mic. Like he comes off as very demeaning and self righteous. Of course, that cult leader type like is what he's like going for. And characters like definitely too. Like of course, like wrestlers and just characters in general, like Malachi Black, you need him because he's definitely one of those characters. Like the Undertaker that that remind you of the Undertaker, Kane, Mankind, all that man. That just we desperately need characters like that still because it's just wrestling needs those, but those type of course it's very dark and eerie, brooding type of characters. And I definitely love those. I always loved those type of characters, especially like Kane was always my favorite. One of my favorites growing. I'll always imitate. Whether it was Undertaker but just mostly Kane. I love Kane growing up. So to still see those type of wrestlers around today, I love that. Malachi Black keeping that alive, and most importantly, he understands. When it comes to being in mainstream wrestling, you have to you have to have a character. You have to play a part, and you have to create your own brand. You have to get eyes on you. Into the show, and that's what he absolutely understands. Everybody, I like his finally he got a group now. I like that. I'm very excited to see where it goes with this House of Black. They fully gave him a group. I'm loving this. So his own group to prosper and lead on. There's so much shit they could start. They could have the House of Black do with like they could start what kidnapping wrestlers and trying to make them join their cult. Turn them over and basically make them you know give them a whole new meaning, you know, identification. Yeah, just like stuff like that. It's just so much they can do with the House of Black. Like kind of like how Undertaker and his Ministry of Darkness, everything they did. Yeah, I just love that man. They should they should do some shit like that. Should definitely happen with House of Black. Like he should do some real eerie fucked up shit. I'm not talking about kidnap fucking babies. Well, they can like make not to where it's like really offensive, but I'm just saying like some shit that could just be off putting and just really get you into the show. Like yeah, like we need some of that. But yeah, it was very just like Random Bill. It shouldn't have been that long. Should have been like tag matches too. Especially like these kind of tag teams right here. Like no one really knows who they are. The mainstream like only the community does. So I don't get why it has to be close to 20 minutes. Just like that's the thing. Also, that just too like why the need for a lot of tag team matches on here. Like, gosh, like I don't get it. Just have one tag team match. 1, 2. That's it. Like there doesn't need to be fucking three, four tag team fucking matches, and they go out to this long. This is like this is what I'm talking about. Like, why the fuck are we doing this? But nonetheless, guess it was decent. Whatever it was, what it was. So I couldn't, nothing really going into it. It couldn't. It was just match. Also, was just throwing the fuck together. Just because of well, Malachi, Malachi and Pac has been kind of beefing because I have been keeping up, of course, and they could. So I guess they put this together. Uh, I don't know if they're a team now. The other dude, the dude from the Lucha Bros, and yeah, I don't know if this is already known, but yeah, I see Eric Ronan. The dude, of course, one of the from the Wyatt family from WWE. Now he's a part of AEW. So yeah, decent match. Nothing special. I said like I don't like these. I don't like these. Like, come on, man. There's not need to be this many fucking tag team matches. It's just matches on here that don't need to be on here, man. It's just fucking ridiculous, man. That's like it's a waste of time that nobody wants to waste. And this is why wrestling is where it's at. You have no business, no fucking business of this pay per view being that too many cars like that fucking long. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Whoa. Yeah, this one right here. That's wow. I knew that. Well, I didn't expect it for it to be so. Well, it's Jericho, and then like the time I've been watching Eddie Kingston. Yeah, he can throw down too. Yeah, it started off and it ended like pretty much really fucking awesome. They was really going at each other. Shit, you had like they was like they kept doing you had the spot where they kept doing like fucking like 1,000 chops. They was doing fucking chops to each other. They was doing like you had Eddie Chris Jericho had Eddie in the corner, and then Eddie had him in the corner just doing fucking chops. Like Jericho's chest was fucking rose strawberry bloody flesh red. Like damn, they was chopping the shit out of each other. And then you like just had suplexes and arm bars. Shit, damn, this match was fucking amazing. And of course, yeah, he just submitted him just like that. Yeah, what was it called? I think it was like a face cross. They called it. I don't know exactly what the move was called, but damn, yeah, he submitted Jericho. The way this went off too, and the way it started, and the way this feud has been going on, because I have been, even though y'all haven't seen me, you know, been reviewing Dynamite, consistently, recently, I had been watching from the background, and I saw the promo that they did between each other before Revolution, and yeah, it was. I just gotta say that shit was pretty sweet right there. Wow, I could almost say like this. I actually like this more than CM Punk and Eddie Kingston because that actually was kind of short. This was too. They didn't have that many. Well, they did, but this definitely got the recognition it deserved, and putting Eddie in a light where he can. Yeah, he's one of the ones. He's definitely after this too. Yo, I don't know if y'all see it too. Or, y'all. I don't know if y'all see it if I don't know if y'all see it or like me see it, but like yo, he's like Eddie looks like Eddie Kingston. He looks like a straight up main event. Like he looks like main event talent right now. He's with the big fish. He's swimming with the big buddies. Like I want to see that world title on him now. I want to see him crowned AEW World Champion or TNT Champion. Like this man, whoo! Yo, he's been on fucking fire, man. I want him like I want him to be champion so badly, so fucking badly. This man has been putting on straight up heat. I mean, you gotta be nothing but fucking clap your hands for him, like straight up. I love the match, and the feud like the feud too. Like it was fucking like all from beginning to end. Like of course, at least you have a couple when it comes to Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston and you have CM Punk and MJF. Like at least I guess they still you still have a couple here and there feuds that revolve around each other that you can look forward to and actually get really excited about going into it because I didn't exactly start well. You look at Chris Jericho, who's had made a career off of pulling off, giving you the impossible, And when it comes to just character and Mike alone, it's fucking impeccable. And you have Eddie Kingston basically too. Oh, he's straight up fucking, you know, drop missiles on the fucking mic, and his character is like he just needs to, well his I don't know exactly what his character is. And like I'm just like what just essentially like he's just a dude from the Bronx, and he has so much built up frustration, everything like that. How he's started late in his career. That's all I really get. But yeah, I like really enjoyed this. Like this is really fucking awesome, amazing. So really, I can't wait to see what's next for Eddie. But yeah, this was really I can't wait to go into see what's next, the next Dynamite going after this, because yeah, that match was really something to see. I enjoyed that. I'm gonna give that you already seen in the notes, but yeah, this is that's straight up 4 stars. 4 stars basically, or 4 or 5 stars. Yeah, why not 5 stars? Yeah, this shit was a classic. Classic. Okay, next up we have is a three-way tag team match for the AEW Tag Team Champions. Tag Championships. The AEW World Tag Team Championships. No idea why the fuck it's a three-way, nor do I give a fuck. Couldn't care less, because there's nothing going. There was absolutely nothing going into it. I said not that I've been keeping up with it, so I know I know what's going on, and I say like, why even fucking bother? Like what? Like can't believe I'm wasting my fucking time on some of these tag team matches. Say like these like I said, pretty much I'll continue to say all throughout here. Like some of these matches don't need to be on here. Okay, like there's no like it should have just been, you know, okay, had a three-way tag team match for the AEW Tag Team Championships, and then have what a runner-up, the next tag team to face whoever gets to face next. The Jurassic Express. Like, why do we need these? Like, I can't get it's pissing me off. Like like this pay per view is gonna end damn near at midnight. Like like exactly like I fucking said. What, it started at 6 o'clock? Why the fuck is it this long? Like, it does not need to be this long, man. This shit is a waste of fucking time, and you don't have the means to do this. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Even your world championship. Well, I don't want to talk about that yet, but it's just what the fuck, man. I'm not trying to watch this shit. It's just it's already the characters, the wrestlers themselves already are fucking butt worthy trash. Like, I don't care about them. They're like they have nothing interesting, engaging about them. Like, so why the fuck should I watch? I should want to watch the match if if everything about going into it is fucking ass cheeks. Like, I could care less about what the fuck. Like, have just one tag team match. We don't need 3 or 4 or 5 fucking like. Oh my god, we get it, Tony. That you love. We get it. That you love tag team wrestling. But that does like there still needs to of course needs to be characters that obviously there's an audience that these tag teams have their audience, but it's like that's the reason why oh my gosh, man, like this shit is retarded. That's what I'll say, man. Fuck it, man. 2 stars, whatever. I guess because it was kind of entertaining. It has some of these. They still, I don't know. Still gotta give it props, but it's like, come the fuck on. Like this, like you should have just had this match, this tag team match. Like, what the fuck are the other tag team matches? This pay per view was way too fucking long. Way too fucking long. Yeah, woo! Yes, baby. Just as it was just predicted, just as I was predicting, and just as I predicted to see, and I got what I wanted, man. Yeah, Wardlow is your face of the Revolution ladder match winner, and yeah, he gets a AEW future TNT Championship match. Oh yes, kind of like foreshadowing, like he's one of the pieces of that's going to be moving in AEW. That's going to keep AEW afloat. What it needs to right now, because we need, like I said, we need men. We need real men. Not that you need to have fucking pound 10 thousands and thousands of pounds of muscle to look like a man. I mean, that's our ideal body anyway. But yeah, it's time. It is time. Like I've been saying, man, it is time that we just like with Alistair, just like I was talking with House of Black and Malachi Black, just how I'm talking about with Warlow. Like it is time for us to get that the one the like, it is time for us to get those real men back in wrestling. Men that resembled, Batista, Triple H, you know, I guess you could say Goldberg, and yeah, just like just real men that resemble and they look as big of a star as they is, man. And that's just it's clear that Warlow has it all. We just need to hear him talk on the mic, and oh my gosh, man, he has the absolute package. If we could hear Warlow talk on the mic, wow, he's gonna have everything down, man. He's already brooming, he's rising right now. And, he's just like everything is falling into place, and I want to keep it that way. Absolutely. Yeah, but this match was insane from start to finish. Like you had, yeah, exactly as you expected. Went to the ladder match too. You had your usual. You had your flips, turns off the turnbuckle. You had your double teams. You had your power bombs off the ladder. All that, man. That was real. Yeah, it was really fucking awesome. And you had basically two of Taz's team members is in this. So I guess you could see a bit of an advantage. So yeah, this match was pretty great. You had a few spots that was fucking like it was pretty sweet too. Of course, you had the usual. Oh yes, like I said, the double team, and then you had the one point where Orange Cassidy got double teamed by Keith Lee, and Hobbs and Wardlow. And yeah, they just like it's like a fish surrounded by three great whites, and they just threw him into the other scrutiny. Man, it is so nice to see too, man. It's just I just think back and look back. Wow, I'm enjoying it while it lasts. You might as well enjoy it while it lasts. Of Christian being able to wrestle as he is, because I thought back in 2011 that was especially too that was the end for them, and that was the last time it was that winding down. Basically was too that was basically that was the last time we was gonna get Christian at his absolute best, and it was becoming an end of an era of a time, and I grew up watching. Of course, I was one of the ones, of course, that grew up watching. Edge and Christian. The Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys. Man, I was a part of that crowd that liked them too, man. And I favored Edge and Christian, and I kind of like the Hardy Boys too, man. And yeah, man, it is extremely nice to see, man, because I get that you get that nostalgia feel, and yeah, I'm enjoying it while it lasts. The time that Christian is able to do what he's been able to do so far, and yeah, definitely going to be continue to enjoy it. Yeah, exactly what I was expected, man. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what's going forward, man. All he needs to do is get that TNT championship off that lame ass cuck bitch. So Sammy Guevara, I did like say I thought he had major potential, but I just found like he's just another from a just a indie clone, small scrawny indie clone that has no character whatsoever. Nothing about him that screams world championship material, or somebody you would like, or one of the new wrestlers, or somebody else that you can find that you can like and get around. No, she's just straight up fucking corny. Like, who uses stamp or postcards to talk? That tells you right there too that he has no fucking character. He doesn't know how to talk on the mic, so he just uses post-it cards to talk for him. Like, I can't wait to see, man, that that Warlow fucking powers bombs him through the fucking straight clean through the mat, and he gets that TNT championship. This is what should happen. I hope and that's what they do. They should do it, and Warlow becomes the new undisputed TNT champion, man. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I can't wait, man. Warlow's definitely been one of the ones that I've been loving. The work that he's been putting out so far, and how he's been elevated to a point, to a stance of where he can just offer just sheer absolute strength, and he just portrays one of those like what we desperately need, and that's men. Men that represent a time of where champions that actually look like champions, and a part of a diversity where we need that. We need that. Much of a stereotype as it is, we need that. You know that jaw dropping, muscle building, body, bodybuilder type of body. We need that back. So yeah, this match was it's pretty awesome. It was really great. I liked it. Pretty fast paced. I mean, you have Ricky Stars and Keith Lee and Orange Cassidy, guys like that, and but yeah, it's a lot of monster men, considering the small indie, the small, fat, fast moving, high flying type of dudes. But it was pretty fast match. That's what you really expected in the ladder match. So yeah, I liked it, and yeah, that was a great. Guess you could get 3.5 stars. Oh, mom. They knew they didn't have enough time for this. I saw the card. It's like what? This had to be what, like 6 minutes. Yeah, like 6 minutes. I just looked at it now, but yeah, they knew that shit. This shit was that. Also, the pay per view was fucking long enough. Like it ended around what 11:30, 12. Like it's damn near midnight right now. Basically, where it's ended. Like I said, it's basically started at what, y'all can tell me which time, but I can see it started at because it's so fucking misleading because the poster says 6 to 8. So what? It started at 6. Oh, that's like wow. That's like what? That's one. Two, that's like what's wait. I gotta check out what really the time that it began because I don't like that's like a lot of fucking hours. So I'm not trying to sit. Well, that's really ridiculous. Like I said this fucking pay per view is way too fucking long. Like, what is all these? Let's just get through this, bro. Like, let's just get through this. It's just shit. The way this pay per view is set, and the length that it is, it's just really ridiculous. So, that's to start at 8 o'clock. Wow, but yeah, this match obviously fucking terrible. I mean, come on, like I heard about the promo that Conti did. This was also thrown the fuck together too, just because, for more filler. And I guess they wanted just to, just to have Jade on the card. Botcha Mania herself. But man, yeah, I give it 5 stars. Like going into like before it stopped off, before you get into the match, you had full on Jade kiss. Yeah, she had full on game. Take Conti a kiss. I was like, wait, what? I straight up looked up on YouTube and saw. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Because I'm watching these matches, some of these matches on YouTube because people got clips and half of the matches already on YouTube. So yeah, I didn't buy it. I'll look into ways where I don't have to buy it. Fuck that. I'm not trying to buy shit. It is already peacock enough. I'm not trying to pay for it shit. And the way the wrestling is where it is, please. I'm wasting $50 on this shit. How long it is too. Uh yeah, Jade straight up full on kisses and you had Bunny in the match to interfere too. But yeah, she just straight like porn scene, straight up full kisses to Tay Conti. We do know her just off of that. I can see where we can see her in her future. See what her talent is all about right here. I think we found the perfect role where Jade can fit in. Oh yeah, it's like man, and yeah, like Bunny gets involved, and then Jade kicks Tay Conti, and that's it. It the match like. Just full. Of course, you already know it's fucking horrendous. Jade can't wrestle for shit, but yeah, we do know what she can work on, what she can do, what we just saw her do with Tay Conti. Oh yeah, all they need is a striptease, them both together. Since they can't, they can't talk. They can't, they get. Well, I guess Tay Conti can wrestle a bit, but we haven't seen her actually do anything, so why not? But it's like, no, man, I'm just playing with it. Yeah, it's just I have no idea in the position where Jade is in the way she is in because yeah, clearly she has. I mean, she does have, of course, the wrestling abilities, but it's like, what else does like? But besides that, she has nothing else. Like she still needs to work. It's a lot of shit that she needs to work on, and she shouldn't be TBS champion. But of course, as you already know. I mean, her rise in AEW was already telling before telling. That was already set in stone for her to become champion. But it's like you had the shit with Tony Khan and Big Swole. A month back. You already knew that was now you had to make her champion. You already know that had to be coming. So, but yeah, this match was absolute fucking trash. You already know Jay can't wrestle on top of that, or well, I'm pretty sure Tay is way worser. So yeah, complete shit. You know, they don't get no fucking rating. Wow, that's all I gotta say. Simply just wow, wow, wow. Yeah, this man, this dog collar match was pretty intensely brutal. Yeah, I mean, you had a bloody CM Punk. Then he had thumbtacks basically all over his body, bleeding from his arm, his forearm, of course from his big gash, cut, spilling blood all over his face. Then you had MJF too. He had a bit of thumbtacks here and there. I guess he was caught him bleeding. Yeah, this match was pretty brutal. Just like your typical just no disqualification kind of that just that backyard demolition type of, you can call it, I like to call it demolition type of matches. Like I said, said this before also, I don't really prefer these type of matches, but I guess with the right wrestlers and if it's entertaining enough already, I guess yeah, I guess I can kind of get into into it. Oh man, CM Punk and MJF, man. This was one for the ages, absolutely. And the man I grew up with, man. I guess I could say I'm right along there with MJF, man. Cause back in 2012, you know, it started early 2010. 2011, 2010, 11, 12. I was still, I had just 2012 is where I just started high school. I had just graduated middle school and I just got into high school, man. And, I was your typical wrestling geek ass nerd who just really only cared much for wrestling. Man, I had a lot going on by myself back then. I didn't really pay attention to anything else. Whether you had your Kanye West of the world, Drake popping off. and you know, who else? Yeah, Obama. That was practically what when they finally had found Osama bin Laden and everything like that, and Obama, assassinated him. A lot of stuff was going on. Of course, even when I was growing up, but I was just, just straight up focused on myself, man. I was not worried about anything else. Just myself and wrestling. That's it. And I can say girls, I guess. But yeah, and yeah. So MJF. They actually did do something here with it. You had the whole thing now where MJF was he felt betrayed. You know, he had this hatred towards Punk because he felt like a lot of us back in 2014, where I was that way too. I was completely. I remember summer of 2014. Where CM Punk. I saw the news and I was bum shocked. Damn. And I found out that damn, we basically not going to get CM Punk in no future WWE, no future wrestling games, WWE games. Damn, no more matches, nothing else. This is basically the end of journey of CM Punk, and it was so short lived of his rise to stardom. It's just like, damn, it's like you kind of felt everything what MJF was going through. I like that of how he was so tortured and basically in a sense of that he felt that he had to beat CM Punk at work because he felt like why because he's the reason he became a wrestler. He's why he's a wrestler in general is because of CM Punk. CM, yeah, and practically a mini CM. So yeah, I could see it. I could definitely see a lot of MJF because he has that fire rocker of promo skills. Definitely, and he has that character already on point. Everything about MJF, he's already the whole package, and he's on the man is only in his 20s, and he's already set for life. That's how you fucking that. This is how you. This is how a star is born. MJF completely remolded himself after the absolute best. This is what the fuck you do. And yeah, I've liked this from top to even though I said, continuous times that Tony or AEW they've been as a whole they've been ruining it kinda, but no, it turned out to be they actually did it really, really well and I enjoyed it. Wow. And this match was as a result, you know, it was a spectacle to behold. Man. Wow. Of course, as you expect, they used the dog collar match. And apparently, CM Punk came out in his ROH entrance and everything. I never saw. Of course, I was only by that point, growing up. I watched. So when it comes to references to legends who are wrestlers who are legends now, or stuff like that, they still wrestling. CM Punk and Edge, and when they try to reference their what they growing up or as they were just starting out. Yeah, I kind of get it, but only if it was in WWE because I was only watching WWE. I was like, still a WWE head. I was all about WWE, so I didn't watch anything else besides WWE. So I don't know what that didn't get it, of course, but yeah, he looked just like because I kind of saw the pictures though of CM Punk and when he started out in ROH, but yeah, that was cool, I guess. For people who watched him in ROH. So yeah, this was all together. This was this was what a match, man. It was what a match. What a fucking match. Yeah, obviously they used the dog collar and choked out. Swinging, slashing. CM Punk had chain latches on his back and everything. Of course, and then he got the big gash cut open on his head, blood splatter from the dog chain. Yeah, it was this match was like I said, this match was pretty fucking brutal. So yeah, it was. I loved. Got one of the ones that finally got to see this match, and it was. Yeah, this is going to be definitely when it goes down one of the pinnacle matches of all time. So yeah, it was what a match to behold. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. This just confirms even more, man, what we already knew about MJF. This match, MJF, just like this whole feud, was fucking impeccable. Like, on the money ball. MJF clearly knows what the fuck, he's doing. He knows what mainstream wrestling, what the mainstream wrestling. He knows what you like. He knows all the aspects of what you need to be a wrestler. What wrestling is all about, and that's all character, story. This told the absolute endearing story, and I love that everything from it. 5 stars. But okay, still grinding. I have no idea. So obviously, I forgot to mention that, of course, Wardlow came out into the match. He disrupted it, and practically, we're getting the seeds. Yo, this what's happening between Wardlow, CM Punk, and MJF. This reminds me so much of the whole, teacher versus student. Like basically, Triple H and Batista. The whole deal with Evolution and how how Batista bombarded a Triple H away. He basically went to his own stardom, and and he used Triple H to do it. And this is giving me so much Triple H and Batista versus Batista vibes back in 2005. Oh my gosh, bro! Like, I can't wait to see what happens next. So I don't know what's gonna. They obviously gonna MJF's gonna want revenge. So, and we've been seeing that. Warlow breaking up. They've been teasing that for a while now already. Wardlow's breaking up from MJF. So yeah, I can't wait to see what's gonna go down with there. If he's gonna cost him TNT championship opportunity, or what help like what's gonna or he's gonna feud with MJF over the TNT champion. No, not that. Probably just MJF. They're probably going to feud for a while after probably MJF costs him his TNT championship opportunity. But nonetheless, yeah, I can't wait to see what happens there. But obviously, I wasn't watching this. Shit, man. Like, also have no idea why this was on the card. Also, like, you know, Britt. Of course, she's still AEW Women's Champion. They pretty much don't have anybody like I don't like who else besides Jade Cargill right now. Where's Ruby? Soho. They're not using her. Well, uh, this could have been a like you could have had this match Britt versus Ruby Soho. Like, give us that. We could have saw that match. They could have built a whole thing up to this pay per view, but no, they had to do a throwaway match just because basically nobody else is credible to face Britt Baker. Or, yeah, they've had her doing nothing for a while, practically. So, she's been practically probably for 2 months now. She's bitch like champion. They have been, letting her sit on her ass do nothing. But yeah, like, yeah, this match was, and pretty sure it was decent, or but couldn't care less. But I guess it was probably like considering it's probably like 2.5 or 2 stars. Yep. Man, this shit gonna be fucking long, man. I already know that. Yeah, this shit gonna be like long, man. This is a lengthy ass pay per view. Well, make as short as possible, but still gonna probably be an hour, or like probably like 50 minutes long, tops. But yeah, just another match I can honestly, look at and pretty much say that I guess they probably just put this together for this nostalgia purposes, or just like for AEW fanboys, cuckolds to get a to get a jolt in their nuts and get them nutting over. But I guess it is what John, because you have people, John Moxley is still pretty much a favorite at this point, and of course you got Bryan, one of the all-time greats at basically this, one of this generation. That defines a generation of this generation, and they never faced before. I think they have, but not on a level where there's such big names right now. And I guess that's the only reason why I think that they put this match together, of course, because they had no build up, no story, of course, or feud or anything else going into this match. Strictly just a match, just because these two men, what they haven't really faced in AEW yet, or just saw it at all. Of course, they were gonna attach onto this, and it's cool, of course, clear 25 minutes, clear cut, and it's just just kind of like a smash mouth. It was also like kind of technical, or just but it's just basically still straight up smash mouth, that type of what it looked like Japanese type of wrestling too, because he is like BRYAN, they're both indie, very big indie talent before, so they were very big in indie, so I guess I kind of like that, only if it like I said, that only matters to where if I really get excited going into it, or if it's used correctly. And yeah, I guess I pretty much say it now. I'm pretty much beating around the bush. I didn't give a fuck about this match, of course. Also going in, and just in general, also I don't. If I didn't say it before, I'll say it again already, because this is practically my first time really speaking on his matches, or going into it. It's basically my first time just speaking on him as a whole and his career in general. But y'all hear me my first time, for the first time, y'all hear me speak on John Moxley about just as as of now. But yeah, I don't. Pretty much, I've never liked him. I thought the Shield. Well, he did hold up in the Shield, but as far as like him being solo, I thought he was the. I always thought John, or Dean Ambrose, whatever persona you want to call him. I always thought he was the weak link. I never cared that much for John, or Dean. I just call him John, but I've never cared. I never get given a single fuck about John Moxley. Going up, as all around as him as a wrestler, just in general, like pretty. So thought he was pretty basic, sour. He has nothing going, for himself. He's practically that's all. He can't. He pretty much everybody can wrestle. So it's like have that. I like what the fuck anybody. Everybody can wrestle nowadays, so it really doesn't matter of how you can wrestle. It's like he has nothing. He's fucking horny. So yeah, this match I didn't give a fuck about this match. Like I said, they probably like pretty whoever did you liked it, but me, I didn't give a fuck about this. Couldn't care less. Ugh, boring. Uh, this just wow. It's just this whole pay per view, like just wow. I never expected it for well. Like I said, they've been doing. Listen, like love it or hate them, when it comes to they have that down, and they can tell they've shown that they can tell a bit. Like when it comes to Eddie Kingston now and Chris Jericho and CM Punk and MJF, obviously they can tell a little bit of story. And I just wanted to continue like this, man. Like it's just come on, like they have so much potential. AEW has so much potential, also to show, to bring back, also to bring back wrestling on such a they're in a light of where they can be another brand that just could that could deliver such terrific, all dropping wrestling, man. It's just like they, oh my gosh, the whole pay per view has, even of course you have your somewhat, low matches, and less than full matches, but this whole pay per view is just simply amazing. And already, I did not expect this at all. Well, I'd be lying if I kept saying that. The whole usual. I didn't expect. Of course, I know what, for months now. I've known what AEW has been capable. What they've been able to do, and when it comes to obviously the wrestling, and that they have shown when they need to work on it, they should work more on it when it comes to their storytelling and their characters, man. I like let's like especially his match right here. And Adam Cole, like so far, I didn't. He's another which I guess I had to warm up to a bit, but yeah, I'm starting to really heard from him. Like he's really he's doing his thing, and I mean I'm appreciating that as well. But I feel like Adam Page is yeah, he's basically of course, yeah, just one of those guys. Like he has it, but it's just like when it comes to his character, charisma, like it's not. Of course, talking on the mic, it's not there, man. Yet it's not there yet, and he obviously needs to improve on that. Well, I just wanted Wednesday. Yeah, obviously it's not gonna like on the page, but probably have a love hate relationship down to it, growing going forward. But yeah, he has nothing else. He has nothing going forward when it comes to character. Just yeah, he's pretty like a cardboard box. I pretty much said before when I talking on Adam Page. But I like Adam Cole though. But yeah, this match was from top to bottom. Also, just all these wow, it's just like has so many matches. That's you have to see him Punk match, the Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho match. Man, the John Moxley and Bryan Danielson match. You had so many good matches. Wardlow winning the Face of Revolution ladder matches. Wow, this is pay per view of the year. Wow, that's something. And WrestleMania, they have to do something. Like of course, Vince has to bring his A game because wow, they like AEW has definitely already been owning this year. Because wow, I did really fucking something to see right here. Wow, but yeah, it's just of course this was a great match as well. I never, like I said, yeah, it's all around. This has been pretty terrific. So I guess yeah, you know I've already pre-ordered which I will tell y'all about. I've already pre-ordered, and I'm gonna find some way which I can capture. If not, then it's gonna be low quality. I probably gonna have to get some capture something from my phone or some source, but because everything everything that I have coming soon is such a big surprise for y'all. But of course, working on when it comes to the quality and much more, just more expanding out there for y'all and going all out, and just yeah, get that which I probably have this week later on. So yeah, get ready for that. But yeah, I'll this Tuesday, I don't know the night, but yeah, Tuesday I'll be able to play tomorrow because it's practically in the morning now, early morning now. I'll be able to stop just dropping this now 2 a.m. But I'll be able to play soon. Tomorrow I'll basically be able to play, if not tonight or later on today. I'll because I got 3 days early access, so I'll already be playing 2K22, and that's gonna take a long time for me to work on because I want to cover everything aspect wise. The showcase mode, the GM mode, and universe mode, everything. I want to cover everything from top to bottom. And y'all probably gonna see that, yeah. Probably within it's probably gonna take me it's probably gonna take me a long time to cover that because yeah, I gotta top to bottom. So yeah, that whatever the WWE 2K 2022 review. There's a lot of other changes coming too, which I'm gonna be also doing. Also, it's not gonna be just a because I'm expanding. So get ready for that, and yeah, stay blessed, y'all. Enjoy yourselves. I'll see y'all much later. Stay blessed. This was a wonderful pay per view. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it. Kinda, but yeah, it was for yeah, CM Punk and MJF alone, and Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho. Enjoy your night or morning, early morning. I'll see y'all. Oh man, I'm tired. I'm tired. Wow.